Hello, welcome back. Today I am planting the last of this season's planting of Oakleaf Hydrangeas. You can see there's one there and a cute one here, and these are really fun. I told my wife a while ago, I said, why don't we plant some hydrangeas? Have you thought about it? And she's like, no hydrangeas. And eventually she started to realize there's many kinds of hydrangea. And then at one point I said, have you looked at the Oakleaf Hydrangea? And she said, no. And she kind of looked it up. Well, a week or two passes and she was obsessed with Oakleaf Hydrangea. So we've got them in now. This is the Munchkin. It's a small variety. You can see it's got a kind of creamy color flower right now that I guess gets a little bit more rust colored as the end of the season approaches, and those beautiful leaves turning purple. I think that's one of the things my wife really liked, is this idea that you get this year-round interest, because these leaves, the oak leaf, I mean, the shape is cool to begin with, but the way it kind of turns into like a autumn leaf is really pretty. But the flowers are pretty too. We watched a P. Allen Smith video where he was drying some hydrangeas. I think maybe that was part of the turning point for her. The idea that she could dry these things to use in winter floral arrangements. You can see this one's actually already basically dried, so she can just kind of use that all winter long for some beautiful flower arranging. That's one of the things she loves about the garden, is flower arranging. It's not something that I'm doing as much. I like lifting boulders, things like that, cutting down trees. But I also enjoy planting some hydrangeas. So this is the tag right here, Gatsby Pink. That's what this one is. It says native. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch. It's definitely not native to Washington, and this is not a just wild grown, but it's, a cultivar. And we went with the proven winners. My wife thought that's really kind of one of the prettiest flowers. And proven winners make some great plants that we've found so far. I mean, we've tried some, they work great. This one gets 6 to 8 feet tall and wide, zones 5 through 9. So 6 to 8 feet tall and wide. You can kind of imagine this shrub is going to kind of jump out like a nice big bush in between these cherry trees. And we got some different kinds of cherries so they can cross-pollinate. But this is supposed to be the cherry walkway here. And we are going to have some amazing color with those spring cherries, moving into the summer hydrangeas with the fall leaves. Every time of year, this place is going to be beautiful. Even the bare bones of the cherry trees should be really pretty. The Munchkin, I don't have the tag, but these ones get a little bit smaller, 3 to 4 feet tall and wide, I believe. So it'll kind of bunch up to, maybe even about here eventually. So this hydrangea, I'm getting ready to plant in this hole. I just took out a sword fern from here and I put it over there where I'm doing a hedge of sword ferns. I'll show you that probably in some future video as the hedge progresses. But I think that's going to be amazing, just like right down the driveway, straight line of sword ferns, really cool. We'll back up. We'll take a look at what these hydrangeas look like from a bit of a distance. I've cleared out a ton of salmonberry in here. It's a native, and I hate killing a native. I hate taking out, but that stuff grows like crazy. It's not struggling. And it really didn't produce much berries for us the last couple years, which is a little disappointing. Some people don't even really like those berries, but I like the taste of them. It just gave us like 2 berries, and so, a whole patch of berries. It's got a beautiful purple flower. I like the purple flower too. I didn't hate the whole hedge of salmonberry here, but, we wanted to spice it up, mix it up. We have salmonberry around the yard still. So 1 cherry, 2 cherries, 3 cherries, 4 cherries, some hydrangea on either side, and then we just planted some boxwoods as you enter down the walk, and some little heathers as well. Some heathers and some kinnick is going to grow as a sort of ground cover. We'll see what happens. I mean, we're going to definitely continue to add plants here, and it's going to be a lot of fun. What more can I say? Can you imagine it now? Big bunches of hydrangea. We might do one more where all this junk is. Just don't look at the junk. Imagine that junk is not there. There's no junk. You see no junk. You see no junk. That is where there will be a beautiful 6 to 8 foot tall Oakleaf Hydrangea. Probably we would also go with the Gatsby Pink. I don't know. There's some other ones. There's a Ruby Slippers, also has the pink flowers, but We just thought this Gatsby pink looked prettier. And then some of these oak leaves, they kind of come up and then they flop because they have the flowers that are so big. But these ones have nice strong stalks that kind of keep the flowers upright, especially look at those munchkins, really kind of going upright. You can see how thick the stem is here. Really thick stemmed kind of shrub. Just an amazing plant. Man, I love plants. We do have some foxglove volunteers that pop up in here too, and that will probably add a little splash of color as well. Just pretend you don't see this. Pretend it's not there. I'm going to put an Oakleaf Hydrangea right there. That's about it. Hope you enjoyed this. It was great hanging out with you. Had some fun, and we'll check in spring with the cherry. Well, the cherries are probably not going to blossom huge. They're still small. But next summer, we'll see these hydrangeas. You know, we'll check back in, and you're going to see an amazing, amazing little walkway here. Oh, not to mention at the end of it, Japanese maples sprinkled. 3 Japanese maples sort of welcome you down to a nice little bench. Do you see the bench? Don't you want to just sit on it? If you were here, I'd say, come on in and go sit on that bench. So it's a beautiful place to sit, reflect, look at the stream, enjoy life. Good to hang out with you. See you next time.